Preparing live stream. Super glad you're preparing the live stream. I'm preparing the live stream. Oh. Hey. Yeah, 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 yeah. Stop talking NVDA so I can hear the sound. Guys. Okay, sound doesn't sound terrible. Let's go with that. Mhm, mhm, mhm. What am I even on? What's going on? Oh, stop. NVDA, just stop. Oh my God, I love you. Stop. Hello, Elise. Good evening. Jen, afternoon. Sandy, lovely to see you guys. And an awesome, lovely guys. We've made it to March. It's the 1st of March, which, I mean, we have all the month end stuff, month beginning stuff. We got the usual suspects. But we also have, it's the podcast birthday month. It's also my birthday month, and I'm a bit of an attention hog. So I'm gonna struggle to share this month, but we're gonna try. Hey, Tracy. So we have a podcast. We got to talk about things that are happening in March because it's a celebratory month for us here in the Northern Knits Podcast HQ. There is a snoring cat at my feet. She's already had snackies, so we're not having more. We were aggressive about it when I sat down at the computer. And don't ask about the tape on my fingers. We're just letting it go today, okay? I injured myself twice this morning. It's been one of those days. It's fine. They're not majors. They're just awkward locations, and quite frankly, electrical tape is better than Band-Aids. So it's fine. They're cleaned. They're gauze. But I stabbed myself with a knitting needle and I cut myself on a piece of broken glass because I broke another glass today. Why don't I get plastic, you say? Because I have yet to find plastic I find pretty. So I struggle with ceramic and glass, knowing that I'm going to break them at some point, and then I'm going to injure myself cleaning it up. It's fine. Everything got cleaned out. Everything's tidy. Everything's good. All right, we got people. Everybody's wandered in. It's it's because I hear the tail end of the username and I autopilot the name out. I don't stop and think about it. So it's going to be a struggle for me because I don't make the connection between the person and the name real fast. I don't know why I don't. I don't. It's fine. It is what it is, and it is a brain misfiring. But again, this same brain walked my kitchen plate to my bedroom once I was done lunch. Like I didn't take my food plate to the kitchen. I walked past the kitchen and went to the bedroom. Twice. Do it twice. So my brain cannot be trusted. My brain can't be trusted. We all know this. Oh, I know I should say it's Karen, but what comes out of my mouth is Lise because that's what I hear. And then, like 40 seconds later, my brain goes, moron, it's Karen. It's not Karen's fault. It's the wiring in my brain. I just verbally reconstitute information that's fed to me. We've made it to the end of February. I absolutely successfully didn't work on either of my 2-week sweater challenges for the year at all effectively, but that's okay. Because at the end of February, we still had some finished sweaters. I had an impromptu cast on for fun for a cocoon cardigan, and we have an FO for this week. So we're still continuing the trend of finishing things, which is good because I'm about to cast on 10 new things for no particular reason other than I decided I wanted to, because I could. So we're gonna talk about the finish because it's sitting at my back and I'm warming me up and it's getting toasty in here. Oh, sweater on sweater duty. Oh my God, come here. Oh, swear to the gods. In November, I casted on a Saturday morning sweater. The pattern is by Tristan of Dragonhorde Designs. And I was using it to utilize up some of the arcane fiberworks that my dad had won at the Silver Willow Knitting Is it a fest? Is it I don't, it's called Silver Willow. It happens in Saskatoon. I go out with Aaron, a Firewood Fiber Co. And Dad entered a draw for yarn. So when he won the yarn, I brought the yarn home. The yarn is this beautiful pink gingerbread color, as you guys can see. However, I can't wear the shade of pink next to my face. So with all of this DK weight yarn, I held it double with some of my purple vintage DK Barocco that I had left over from the simple summer tweed top down more words here sweater that I did one year with Louise. So I pull it all together and I decided we're going to make a striped Christmas sweater. It's purple. We got some gingerbread colored pinks and browns and reds in here. Be cute to lounge around the house with, and some leggings while chillaxing and eating mincemeat tarts. Like, this sweater has a purpose. We're now into March, but it's okay because we have the second sleeve done. People, we have an FO. I got one sleeve. I got two sleeves. And I can confirm it's super comfortable while wearing because I was wearing it yesterday. Have I woven in the ends? Absolutely not. Have I washed and blocked it? No, this bad boy is meant for the bath after this today. So we gotta wash, we gotta block, we gotta weave in ends still. So it's not a finish. Like, we're not super duper done with it yet. We are, however, done knitting this thing. It is long. Unblocked, we are just at the top of the bottom of the butt. Just to the top of the bottom of the butt. I did knit for the 50-inch, which means it's a very wide boat neck neckline on me because my shoulders are much narrow in comparison to my chest. So you can still clearly see that I have, girls. It is not super baggy. It is baggy everywhere but there. That's fine. That's what we were going for. So we need a wash, we need a block, and then let's be honest, I still have some gingerbread pink, I still have some purple. So after a wash and a block, if I want it to be a longer length, I will absolutely beg Erin to help pick up stitches, rip it back before the ribbing, and continue on in the striped patterning. But the sleeves are an excellent length before washing and blocking, so I'm not worried about the sleeves. So that's three sweaters fully finished in February. Were any of them the sweaters I was supposed to be working on? Absolutely not. Did I work on my Choose Your Own Adventure sweater this week? No, 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 I didn't. No, I didn't. Apparently, I don't. I don't know how to obey my own rules, so it's totally fine. I'm happy that it's done. I liked it. It was comfortable. We watched Bridget Jones's Diary with the Patreon members yesterday, and I wore that over top of a tank top and some leggings, and it in fact is exactly what it was I wanted it to be. It helps that it's like minus 20s before wind chills here right now, which is the weather it should be for this time of year for here. So it's kind of a touch cool when the wind's coming from the north or from the west side because I have a west facing windows. So perfect. It's perfect. And the arcane fiber work is nice and smooth because it's like a merino. And then obviously the DK vintage Barocco is half merino, half acrylic. So like that is also got like a really smooth, slick feel to it. So like super comfortable next to the skin. No, hey, you're wearing yarn registering on my skin, which is excellent. Because every once in a while I will get itchy and scratch because I'm not used to it yet. Oh yeah, guys, decaf coffee. So happy. Susanna, don't worry. Prescriptions are important. You need to get them. So, keeping in mind that we do have a finish, be kind. Be kind. Because we have, I, if I hadn't adulted and we needed to eat this morning, we needed to do our yoga, we needed to do the prep for the blood moon on the 3rd, well, like overnight from the 2nd to the 3rd. Like, we needed to feed the cat. I needed to, shower to become human. Like, there was a laundry list of adulting to do. That's why I don't have a second sweater as a finish for you guys this week. Because I had to use 2 hours up this morning to have a functioning space. But I can confirm, as I not so stealthily pull it out, that not only Am I wearing a wood rose? But if we remember, we finished the sleeves. Ooh, let me unclip them. I clipped them into I use, because I have so many stitch markers. I have an obscene number of stitch markers and I love it. I stitch markered my sleeves to my collar on my wood rose, like to my neckline, because I wanted them to be out of the way and not flopping around while I was working on the sweater body itself, which works great, guys, by the way. Works super great. This sweater's, we're still going to be inside out because we're not technically, we're not done yet, we're gonna check this out. We've got a top, we've got some elbow length sleeves. Remember, we made that decision a couple of weeks ago, and I said I was just gonna toss this in and it would be my work on the round when I have no brain cells. I fell afoul of the tiny chicken plagues. Which was fine. I got vaccinated, so they didn't last for very long. It's why I vaccinate and why I try to stay away from humans in the wintertime, because it can go very poorly for me. We got lucky. This variety was of the stomach bug variety. So while I felt quite crappy at the start of the week, it's fine. I was tired, but we made do. But it meant I had catch up to do. So like there's a lot of extra work happens when you spend a couple of days sick, right? Um, well, oh yeah. Jude, I'm with you. I caught the stomach bug. And the only place I go to in the wintertime, where I don't know everybody, is the hospital for tests and stuff. But yes, we finished three sweaters in February. We finished the purple stripe one, which literally happened Saturday morning. And then I finished that black cocoon movie night cardi, which wasn't even on the list, but it made it. And I finished the herringbone at the start of February. So I technically got three sweaters completed. Two were whips, one was a cast on to finish. And to show you how close we were to four, yes, I need this much body on the wood woes. That's how much negative ease it's rocking. I have, I am, hang on, wait, I can't do this and look up at the same time. I gotta look down to do this. Okay, cool. I am 1 to 2 rounds from a bind off edge. 1 to 2 rounds. 1 to 2 rounds. I had to stop to adult. Guys, I could have been wearing this today. Mm. We're finishing this today. We're finishing this today. I am getting it done. I do have another ball wound up in case I don't have enough to get through my bind off. I've got one more skein of this I Am Borg colorway from Aaron of Fireweed Fiber Co. I'm going to show you guys the inside here so you can see how pretty it is. Because I mean, it looks pretty when it's the wrong side out. It looks even better with the right side out. We're I'm 2 rows and a bind off away from the finish, and I had to put it down. I mean, to be fair, breakfast was very, very tasty. And I was really happy for breakfast. And yet, and yet, 2 rows. So, we're gonna finish this today, and it'll be the first finish in March, because we're in a new month now. And then we have to resist the urge to immediately put another wood rose on the needle because this wood rose pattern. Oh my God, adulting is so boring. Karen, see, look, I can do the leap in my brain sometimes. And the wood rose fits me so well, and I have so little adjustment I need to do for the wood rose, and I love my red one, and I love this one. And once I show you February's club yarn colorway from Erin for the month, you're going to begin to understand why I'm tempted to put a third one on the needles. I am very quickly becoming to think that the wood rose sweater pattern is just going to become my basic t-shirt fingering weight sweater pattern that I use all the time. Maybe. So. So close. So close. Good news is I've wound up that last skein that I have, and I'm gonna turn it into socks because we've got when we talk about new stuff, we'll talk about that because I've got a post up on Instagram, and I'm gonna start a pair of socks tonight. But like, oh guys, come on! Like, how pretty is this gonna look? Guys, I could have been wearing it today. Okay, adulting, the worst. what's even worse, it's Sunday, so it's meal prep day, so I gotta actually do more kitchen stuff today. Gross. I think I might make myself some brownies. That'll be my treat to myself and make some brownies. So this is gonna be the first FO for the month, I think. I hope so. Otherwise, dear heavens, what am I doing? What am I doing? However, we have two more projects to talk about. I've got to drink more of my decaf coffee because it's at the perfect temperature right now. Hmm. Finish today where tomorrow is a good idea, Jude. Right? Yeah, I identified the thing properly. What I I need to I gotta fiddle with some background stuff and adjust cameras and situations. And my brain pops back to that every once in a while. Again, I took my lunch plate to my bedroom twice today. That's the state of mental preparedness we're at today. Oh, I didn't work on the twisted toadstool. Forgive me. I read through the pattern. We did the gauge swatch. We did that like I would a week ago, a week before. I was gonna work on it this week. So it didn't happen. So it didn't happen. No, that's fine. Am I going to cast it on and start it today? Probably, yeah. Yeah. Because because I can, B, because I want the hat, C, because there is no way to store that yarn because the yarn carnage was intense under the center balls, and it is rare for me to run across two terribly center ball situations in a carrying cake. And oh, guys, it was rough. So I do want to get that on my hook as soon as I can. Just so that we have it done, or at least on the hook and I can get it through. So right now it's consuming up some space where I want to start growing plants in the next couple of weeks. Really need to deal with the hat. However, I do have a Zoom call with the crochet group with Louise. And like what? 2 o'clock my time is 3 o'clock Eastern, right? Yeah, they're an hour ahead of me, but everybody west of me is like an hour or two behind me. God, time zones are hard. I know for me the meeting's at 2 o'clock, but I think it's 3 o'clock in Ontario. Man, I think it's like 1 o'clock in like Calgary, like where Susanna is. I think. Guys, don't trust me. Google everything. Do not trust my mouth. Because I don't have the twisted toadstool finished. I wanted to have something to show. And remember how we opened up that big ball of lichen in my crevices yarn from the yarn I need a good name for my stash. Like I want to call it the Dragon's Hoard. Listen, Amber Dragon on the internet. Um, but I don't know if that would work or not. That's what I should do. I should make a poll post and get you guys to help me name my stash so I don't just call it the stash. Like she needs a good name, right? Anyway, I had 150-ish gram ball of fingering weight lichen in my crevices that I had to do something with because we pulled it out and we opened it up and it's the personalized yarn club for the year. And I was like, okay, I'm going to hold it with this brown alpaca. It's a chocolate brown alpaca. It is from a Saskatchewan local alpaca farm. Um, it is so old school. They don't have a website. I think it's not a thing that they do yet. They might do it at some point, but there's no information on the wee tiny little labels that I have that send me anywhere. It's natural undyed alpaca. This is just the color that it came off of the alpaca. But I wanted to hold it with the lichen in my crevices because I just like the idea of lichen in my crevices with like a nice chocolatey brown. But what was I going to make? I finally settled on another snood for myself. I've got a couple. I've got a snood of epicness. Like this thing is, she is the drama. She's big. She's draped. She's acrylic. She's wonderful. I've got a nice snug snood, the Beetle Mood snood, which is Alt Knots pattern. It's one of Alt Knots pattern. And that was great. It was wonderful to crochet up. And I did that in a boucle and sparkle held together. I think it was a sparkle or it was like a purple. And it looks freaking gorgeous. Super nice and fluffy and good. But I wanted a mid-range. I wanted a mid-range. So something with like not quite so much drama that it looked like I was applying to be a character in a fantasy novel, but enough drama that we were, above and beyond the nice small day one. The Dragon Horde, do you think so? Oh, what do you 1.5 hours? Okay. Oh, don't worry. T oh, 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 Jude, the apothecary. Oh, oh, oh. Karen, Jude's a much better thinker about names than I think we are. Oh, I could call it my apothecary. Like, welcome to the apothecary. Oh, Jude, I like it. Oh, I like it. I've been immediately derailed from what I was talking about, which is the thing in my hand. We needed a midday snood. We needed something that when we wore it on the hand or drops down to be kind of a big drapey collar situation, cowl, sorry, cowl situation. But we wanted something that was heavy enough that when I was wearing the fingering weight, because I've got a sock head slouch, and let's be honest, I'm going to make a couple more sock head slouches. They're great. They're fingering weight. I know the pattern. There's very little thinking. There's too much ribbing, but I do it anyway. And they work for a single skein. And the apothecary, we got a lot of single skeins going on in here. God, Jude, I really like that name. So good. So that's fine. I started for fun the herringbone stitch holding the brown alpaca and the fingering weight like it in my crevices together to make a snood. Guys, I still have like inches and inches and inches and inches to go. Like I'm probably going to eat up all 400 grams of the DK weight alpaca that I have. And I don't feel bad about it at all. This feels like alpaca. I'm doing it on a 6.5 millimeter hook. So we've got squish, we've got air. I'm very excited. The herringbone stitch looks freaking lovely. And then because we've got the lichen and the crevices going on, we're getting that wonderful, like little marled peaks coming on in here. So I'm really happy. So happy. So excited. So happy with this. So I'm gonna continue to work on this. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Am I happy with my progress? No, I'd like it to be done. I'd like it to be done so I could wear it. I have to take the garbage after the podcast today. And boy, this would be really nice to just like toss on my head and go, but we're not finished. So I'm probably gonna work on either no, I don't want to do ribbing on the Zoom call. I should do ribbing on the Zoom call, but I'll mess it up. Even one by one ribbing, I'll mess it up. But this has been crocheting up so lovely. And I don't have to think at all about that herringbone stitch at this point, which I mean, no, obviously not, because I made that huge cardigan. So I'm going to continue working on this, and I'm hoping to have it done as soon as possible. I will need to um, ball up that second hank of alpaca that I have. So I need to go find it. It's somewhere in the collection. But that's fine. That's a problem for when I am literally out of this, because I won't do it in advance. I know I won't do it in advance, and I'm not gonna pretend otherwise. That would just be a lie. It's just a big old lie. All right. We did work on a crochet project for a head item, even though it wasn't technically what we said we wanted to work on. That's fine. The Twisted Toadstool technically has got some new things for me, but it doesn't look super complex. Because I fiddled around a bit with gauge and stuff, I'm gonna have to do some stuff in there. But why mouse? My mouse moves just a touch, and then the computer starts reading to me the URL out. And I'm like, stop telling me I'm on YouTube. Thank you. I'm good. I won't stop. All right. On Monday evening, I was watching Louise, as I do, as one does, on a Monday evening for the New Start Monday. She had a big old chunky shawl, and she was like, "This is a Jocelyn shawl." Oh, those are dangerous words for any of my to-do lists because my brain goes, "Ooh, is it now? Let's take a looky-loo." And she started is it warm hug, big hug? I think it's warm hug. I don't even have the pattern pulled up right now because that's how easy the repeat is for me. And I'm reading it, I'm looking at it, I'm like, it could be a Jocelyn shawl. So I started texting Louise and I was like, I'm having fun with picking colors and stuff. And she's like, I'm just going to do this and looking at that. Um, and she's like, I was like, do you want a buddy? She's like, should we buddy knit this? She's like, yes, we should. So I got out of bed because I was tired. I was in bed because I was recovering. I got out of bed, I wandered into the apothecary, and I looked around and I went, you know what? It's late. I'm in my pajamas, specifically my ghost pajama shirt, which says, "This is Boo Sheets." I felt like crap. I wore my comfy pajamas. I pulled and ripped the Ursa. I wasn't happy. Might be the yarn, might not be the project for me at the time, but I went, you know what I have is a giant anniversary Karen cake sitting here doing nothing, being slowly demolished by my cat who likes to climb on top of it. And it doesn't have a bulb in anymore because she'd already absconded with that. So like the structural integrity wasn't going to last for very long. I had crammed it, by the way. Our mostly nude crochet dude bag. It's an anniversary Karen cake beautifully. So dumped it in there, ripped out the Ursa, which I wasn't happy with, and odds were good if I'm not happy when I'm working on something, even if it's my fault, I won't go back to the project. So I know I want the Ursa, but I'm gonna have to find new yarn for it, is what I'm gonna have to do. And I cast it on this warm hog shawl. Stashes, people. Yeah, we need collections. They need to have some robustity to them. That's probably not an English word, but there you have it. So Monday night, I casted on a new project. Do I have time for a new project? Oh no. I had already decided I was going to do 10 days of cast-ons to celebrate 10 years of podcasting, and my birthday's on the 10th of March. So, like, this is never going to line up this well again. So I'm like, okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I started the warm hug. Oh no, come here, Gerd. I don't, it's not a super chunky. The warm hugs is super chunky. This is only like a bulky. So we're one size down. So the needle isn't as large as called for in the pattern because I'm working with a thinner weight yarn. However, I'm not, I'm not worried about the extra rows I'm gonna have to do to make this a fingertip to fingertip shawl situation. And it's a broken rib is what it is, guys. But it is super just as you can tell from how much is worked up this week. It's gonna look really good. I'm very excited about this. Am I gonna make it big? Yes. Is it gonna be dramatic? Oh yeah, it's gonna have all the drama. What is the other reason I'm comfortable doing this? I have some sewing projects that I've been putting off finishing for the last couple of years, and one of them is a double layer parka situation. Now it falls down very far down my legs. The pattern is originally a sewing pattern that my mom had when she made herself a parka when we lived up north. So we're talking mom's parka was made for when we lived in a Iqaluit. I'm making the same version for myself down here, so I didn't have to be quite as intense with my choices of fabric, but it is a double layer, knee length, longer than knee length actually, parka. And I've cut the pieces, and I've sewn the pieces, and I have silk lined the insides. And the first layer is fleece, and the second layer is a fleece with an outside lining of windproofing. It has a hood. The hood has a real fur collar. Don't come for me. I'm Métis. I have a piece of card. Like I have card. It's not self-claimed. I got a card that says I am Métis under the federal government laws. Got real fur. It's installed. Do you know what's holding me up? Do you know what's holding me up? Finishing this, inserting the zipper. I need to insert a zipper. I have the zippers. I have the zippers. I need to insert the zippers and sew a zipper. It's been languishing for over 2 years. That doesn't tell you how much I hate putting zippers and things. I don't know what will. I don't know what will. I hate inserting zippers. I hate it. I would rather do a button placket and hand sew the buttonholes. I would rather do that. I have in fact done that over sewing in a zipper. But the outside layer colors are black. the inside fleece color is purple, and looks amazing next to both. So I need to get the shawl done, and I need to insert the damn zippers in these parkas. Will I be wearing these layers anytime soon? It's the tail end of winter, probably not. I will finish it in time to put it away for the year. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. It's a thing. Ah, it's warm hug. I don't have it open right now. That's my problem. Thank you, Susanna. I couldn't remember it was warm hug or big hug. It's warm hug. Okay. And I just think this blue Christmas color situation will look really nice next to the really rich purple fleece level layer or over top of the really nice black, slightly shiny layer because it's got windproofing on the one side of the fleece, right? So we're doing it. I'm excited. I'm happy. I can do this pre-coffee or caffeine or green tea or hot water and honey and lemon, or I still drink the blackstrap molasses sometimes with hot water, which I like. I know I'm weird, it's fine. I can't bring myself to drink hot water. I'm not that old yet, but I can do the hot water honey lemon situation. Prefer hot water honey lemon ginger when I can stream it first thing in the morning because I am old. So that's the thing. But we had two new cast-ons this week, which it's a good thing I never tried to do like finish it February. Like I don't think I would do very well with it because it's a thing. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna put this back in this project bag. That's what I worked on this week. Not terrible, not great, but not terrible. Somewhere on my whole situation I got going on here. I don't want to put this on the ground because the cat will absolutely play with the balls of yarn. But where's my lip gloss? I know I have one on here somewhere. There it is. Lip balm. Balmy. This was one of the Advent gifts from my Advent partner this year. Super cute. All right, now let's talk fun stuff. We got Yarn Club. I'm going to show Erin's Yarn Club for February because we're now in March. So we've everybody who is getting it has now had it for a while, and you can then we'll talk about why I'm tempted to do um, a third Wood Woes. I'm sure there are other simple raglan classic. We'll go classic. Let's not go simple. Simple, I don't like that word. We're gonna go classic. I'm sure there are other classic raglan situations, but like maybe we need to do something else with it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. I'll have the hiccups. And we're gonna open up March's yarn club from the apothecary stash, like the apothecary collection. So that's from my own situation. Oh yeah. Goodness. Okay. Then we still need to talk about prize draws happening this month for everybody, and we need to talk about the 10 days of cast-ons. So, plenty to do today, guys. Oh no, I meant to look this up. The name, because they're really cute names this year. Oh, and there's no Erin in chat. Erin, are you watching? What's the name this month? What's February's? What's February's? It's a fun little twist on the. Oh, where's my phone? My phone is somewhere in here. Can we do it? Maybe we can do it. I am so spoiled by Erin. She makes sure I get really big labels, so sometimes I can actually read them under magnifying glasses. Which, oh my God, you have no idea how much it helps. Okay, oh, I can read it. Okay. So February's colorway was called I Hate to See You Breathe, like Brie the cheese, but I love to watch you go. I am liking these Bob Burger labels and titles. They're really cute. They're super cute. What's going on? Da 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 da. Ooh. Oop. Hang on. Louise is having a moment. I need to text. Okay, there we go. This is what happens when life happens and we make a slight adjustment. So I, oh, that's okay, Aaron. I was, I was trying to read, and I don't think I hit the breathe correctly. I think I'm still putting the space in the like the pause in the wrong spot. But February is urine. Let's wax poetically. Just let you go. Thank you for typing that out so that everybody could see that. Um, I already know that this DK skein that I have is spoken for a pattern. I need to get my hands on the main body colorway for it. But as you can see, you're going to be very quickly understand why this is Jocelyn is so happy. Jocelyn is so I can't if I take my face off the camera wants to focus on something else. It's purple with spots of red and teal. Guys, guys, come on. How do things like this exist without me knowing about it till now? I'm so happy. Oh, by the way, this is the second year running where February has been the yarn where I've been like, this is the one I want the sweater in. The question becomes, A, how do I make a hank? That's a very good question. Because I know I want to use this for color work on a sweater, the Winter Woods sweater by Sassico. And yes, I know what I want as my main body color. Why? Because a sample of that walked through my door this week, and I went, yeah, I'm gonna need a sweater of that. So that's gonna happen at some point. But I absolutely am still eyeballing maybe if I can get through some other projects, ordering a fingering weight quantity in the fall. Not right now. I have way too much on my plate right now. But if I'm good and I behave and I get some freaking work done, that'll be my present to myself in the fall, I think. I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be February. Aaron was pretty sure I was going to pick February again this year. If we all remember, February, the dinosaurs was what we went with, and I love it. And I even have the pattern for it. The only reason not not 100% is because I need to decide whether or not I need another wood rose. I mean, let's be honest, I probably need another wood rose, right? Like, probably need another wood rose. So that was February. Obviously, you guys won't see March's club yarn from Aaron till the end of March if you just watch and vicariously live through me. Obviously, if you're in the yarn club, you will get the yarn. As we are now into March, that will be going out the door, I would imagine, sometime soonish. I don't know, it shows up. I don't pay attention. My brain gets excited because Erin comes over for a visit and she goes, I have March's yarn. And I go, oh, hey, it's time. What we do get to do is contemplate. Oh, gosh, don't knock that over. That would be bad. The collection yarn color cubs. So, I mean, I'm sure you guys all remember. Um, I have a stash. It's a very large stash. I love my very large stash. I'm happy with my very large stash. Sometimes looking at it's a touch overwhelming. So Aaron and the mysterious Mr. B kindly this year went through and picked 12 skeins, didn't tell me what they were picking. I gave them free rein. Aaron kindly wrapped them all up for me. And now every month I have a yarn club out of my own yarn, the stuff I already have. So I was under very specific instructions to open the weird shaped one this month. So that is what we are opening. So we're going to open this up. We're going to take a look at this and we're going to see if we can maybe pick a project for this today. We had some good ideas for last month, which was lichen and crevices. But I do want to see if we can't, keep the good vibes running and get through this. So I'm going to make some noise as I figure out, oh, this was taped. Holy snickerdoodles. The other benefit is I'm using up the last of my wrapping paper doing this, which is really nice. I am very excited to be using up the last of my wrapping paper. Oh no. Ooh, okay. I think I know what this needs to be. Guys, I think I know what this needs to be. It's bamboo yarn, I believe, or cotton yarn. I think we're bamboo yarn. I can't read the tag. Feels like bamboo. Feels like bamboo. Look. So, okay. It's fingering. I think this is bamboo. I think we just need to make mom a pair of socks. Do you think I should just make my mom some socks? If I start them now, they might be done for Christmas. I am so slow with socks, but I have naked sock needles. So we could just cast on a pair of socks for mommy. I mean, conveniently her feet are smaller than mine, which would work in my favor in this case. But she can't wear real wool. So like the bamboo stuff would be really nice for her feetsies. Oh, I think my mommy needs some socks, guys. Do you think my mommy needs some socks? Watch my mom's watching the show going, I could use some socks. I mean, I have her foot form here, so I don't need my mom here to make her socks. We can just make socks. I mean, I mean, I'll put them on my mom's feet next time I see my mom. Oh, because that's a no thinker, right? Like I can just cast that on and go. Classic toe up, vanilla, nothing fancy. I might do a stockinette heel instead of a garter heel because I don't know. Mind you, I just call and ask my mom if she would like a regular sock heel or a slightly squishier sock heel and then go from there. But I feel like we should just do some socks. Do something easy, doesn't require a ton of thinking. We have so much voting ahead of us. Guys, we have so much voting ahead of us right now. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, yeah, I think I've been meaning to knit my mom some socks for freaking years. Let's put some socks on the needles for mom. That's what we're gonna do with this. Oh, okay, well that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay then. Okay then. Right? I think it'll make really pretty socks, and I think my mom deserves some socks. I mean, my mom likes socks, and we like similar styles to our socks. So, like, I have wrapping paper on my sweater. Like, what even am I? So, I think, yeah, I'll make some nice shorties for my mom. Because she's like me, like, commercial shorties are too short, but you go to the next length up in the leg length, and it's too tall. So, like, you need like a mid from the commercial socks. And that's the length I make my shorties. So, maybe I should make my mom some shorties. Oh, I'm gonna have to look into some properties of bamboo to see how the stretch is for them because we don't want baggy socks. We want snug socks. Hey, it's my mom. My mom wants socks, you guys. Mom spoke. Socks it is. Okay, I'll get started. And I will bring a sock out in June just to check to make sure I'll stop once I think I'm as far as I need to be for the first foot length and then I'll come and check because I'll bring the foot form because we've marked it, but I'd like to mark it like, yes, this is where I start the heel for things, for socks. Okay. Which case we'll start some socks for my mom. I have 3 sets of sock needles and none of them have socks on them right now, so we're good to cast on some socks. Which is good, because we're gonna talk about all of the fun stuff. Ooh, Susanna, you making socks too? Excellent. All right, let's go over March stuff. Super kindly, I've got some stuff coming in the mail for me for prizes. Prizes? Did I leave the court? And I'm talking to you guys like you know what I've done this week or what I haven't done this week. How would you know? Everybody remember this cute little bad boy? Mom kindly dropped the other ones into the post for me, so they are on the way to me. And they're in other colors, and we're going to do some draws for Patreon members. We're going to do it at the end of the month. So we're gonna do a post up there for everybody once I have all the colors in to take pictures. You don't need to do anything if you're a Patreon member. If you are a Patreon member, paid Patreon member, let's be clear, you're in the draw. You're in the draw. It's totally fine. Am I going to possibly also add in some yarn skeins? I feel like yes. I feel like we should. We're gonna go through some of the stash, and by we, I mean I'm gonna talk to the mysterious Mr. B. Since he doesn't yarn, so he will have the best. I just picked it because the color seems like the right idea. Or and Aaron. I mean, obviously we'll talk to Aaron as well. And we're gonna pull a couple skeins from the stash. And we're gonna gift those away. But where do we want to gift those away? I feel like the bulk should go to Patreon, but I do want to do a draw for everybody here on YouTube, and I do want to do a draw for like the social media platforms that are free access to everybody. So I know for sure YouTube's going to get a draw. I just haven't decided what yet, and because I'm just about done remaking the Facebook pages. For Tech Gremlins are real, and it's a situation. To clean up everything and get it tidied, I struggled with it for months, and the best thing for me to do is literally to delete it all and start from scratch. So that's what I'm doing this week as far as background work goes. So we're gonna do some draws and stuff in different places. The technically they're bracelets. They're like a little leather bracelet thing, but it's like a needle gauge and it's got a stitch count and it's got a space for you to do measurements for an inch for gauge swatch. It's got centimeters, it's got inches. Like this bad boy's got a lot of info on it. And yes, it does go around a wrist. It was awkward for me to get it to button snap to my own wrist, but I can get it around my wrist. And I would like it if it was like a little bit longer for my wrist, but I don't have what one would call a dainty wrist. And I think they may have used like a wonderfully classic sized lady's wrist for this situation. I don't have one of those. What I do have is my man size wrist, and it wraps around fine. It doesn't bother me too much. It's definitely lightweight. Just remember, like, I would wear a watch, guys, if there was a watch out there that was accessible and looked pretty. The ones that are accessible are god awful. They're just gross. They're just gross. Don't do it. So. So we're going to do some prize draws. They're going to be at the end of the month. So if you're not a Patreon member and you want into the Patreon prize draws, and the Patreon members are obviously getting the bulk of the prizes because they help fund the channel. So giving back to them is important. And I know I want to do some for the YouTube as well. I just haven't figured out what yet. We'll do those at the end of the month. So everybody's got time to think about things. Oh my God. Microphone, buddy, just attacked you. I'm so sorry about that. So what are we doing? I'm getting aggressive and talking with my hands. That's what I'm doing. The other big thing that we're doing, because we're celebrating 10 years, and, well, didn't really want to buy myself a 10th year anniversary present. What I want to do is work with my stash, work with the collection, get into the nitty-gritty. So I was like, you know what? Let's do, oh, for Wild Abandon, let's cast on. Conveniently enough, it's 10 years this year, and my birthday falls on the 10th of March. So my brain was like, 10 days of new projects. Done. That was not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Holy schnickerdoodles. We have finally arranged it. Some days you're going to be voting on yarn color. Some days you're going to be voting on projects. One day you're voting on the next sewing skirt project. So it's just going to be a picture of two pieces of fabric. To make my life easy, because I will be reading these poll results at the end of the day, the posts are going to be on Instagram. So go to Instagram at some point during your day and vote. I will close voting down at 9:30 p.m. my time, which is Central Standard, for the next 6 days. And I will then tally up the votes, and that'll be the deciding factor. So you'll get the post. I've already posted for Sunday. It is a skein of I Am Borg colorway for a pair of vanilla tulip socks in a green color, because green is the challenge for the Fiverr Friends this month. And you are voting on what color of contrast toe heels and cuffs I am doing. So left or right. Then we'll be posting other ones. I'm going to post for the crochet challenge, like for the crochet topic for the crochet community. We've got the fabric skirt going up. I've got a vintage option. We've got a Halloween option. Of course, we have a Halloween option. We have a sweater from the depths of the library option, which means I went through all my patterns, went ooh, back in the Wayback Machine and looked at sweater patterns and pulled two sweater patterns I already own that are classic. They're things I would wear then and still want to wear now. And I have the perfect yarn for it. So we've already got the yarn picked. You guys will be picking the patterns. So we're going through and we're doing some of that over the next 10 days. So don't miss out on the Instagrams. Will I do other things? Possibly. I don't know. The month is young. And we all know me. I'm more of a vibe check than a plan anyway, even though I do plans. It's crazy. Awesome. I do not need 43 cast-ons. Also, I'm listening to the message and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I mean, it's good that Asa's finished a pair of socks and casting on a new pair of socks because are you still behind also on your sock challenge for the year? I am not casting on 43 items. I am 43 in 9 days. I am no longer the answer to the universe and everything in it because I will no longer be 42. There's your Douglas Adams reference for the day. But it is what it is. 10 days of cast-ons seems excellent. I already have more than 20 whips. So that puts us into the 30 range, and I need to get some stuff to finish. So I think the trick will be, after the 10 days of cast-ons, is how many whips can I finish in this month? Because that's going to be a question for the ages. Yeah, absolutely. Jude, if you're not on Instagram, just let me know. If you want, I'll go grab the colors and it'll zoom out to all the yarn. I'll go grab that for you, Jude. Oh, you know what I could do, Jude? Jude, I'll post in the YouTube community as well. Give me 20 minutes after the podcast and I will make sure a YouTube community post goes out and I will make sure that I do those in the morning. My time for everybody going forward. So if you're not on, that's a very good point. Not everybody's on Instagram. I will post on the YouTube community page here for the Northern Nets podcast for every day. So I'll post a poll here too. We'll see how well the vote, me collecting the votes. Pause. Asa, 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 Asa. I don't have enough needles. I don't have needles. I don't have enough yarn. Now let's be honest. If I had, we, I had fewer whips, I'd be really tempted. I don't have enough free needles. I have projects. I don't have that many projects lined up for things where we could vote on. Also, I have something like I have two Internet Explorer tabs open on my computer. Two of them. One is just for the podcast stuff, and I have 16 tabs open. 16 tabs, and one is YouTube, one is Patreon, and one is Discord. The rest are Ravelry link pages for these 10 days of Castle. I don't need any more tabs open on that one. The other page is for personal stuff. So I feel like 43 seems excessive. You're still a bit behind, Asa? Okay. I mean, you can catch up. Okay. Yes, but not all the yarn is spoken for. Like I've got four skeins of really pretty variegated cotton yarn from Karen, and I don't know what to make with it yet. I do love petting the yarn, by the way, Karen. I like to rub my face on that stuff every once in a while. It's really nice. And I've got some single skeins that I know are going to turn into socks at some point. And I've got, what, three, four sweater quantities chilling out right now. Apparently, I have a sweater quantity of Midnight Cravings just hanging out that I could use for a scrappy V. Like, yes, I, there's plenty of yarn going on in here. Plenty of yarn going on here. I also have some things I want to get finished. I want to get some blankets finished. I've got ones that are set at the stage where we're assembling them. You know, it's a thing. But we have the next 10 days of casts on figured out. I will do a post on the YouTube community for everybody who doesn't go to Instagram. Jude has a very valid point. I need to have it at least in two places. The Facebook group is not ready to go. We're not ready to go. I need to finish closing everything down first, and then once we have the new thing, I will make sure the information goes out to everybody. What else we got? I think we talked about everything, right? Yeah, we did projects, we did prizes, we did the yarn that came in, we did birthday stuff, we did podcast anniversary stuff. We told Asa we don't need 43 new whips. I think that's it, guys. I think that's everything. Okay, what am I going to do this week? Oh, that's a good question. Asa. 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 Our bunny knit is on the needles. It's right there. It is right there. Right there. It's almost within the realm of focus because it's white yay yarn and is unshockingly Erin a Fireweed Fabrico yarn. Sensing a theme case, I'll be here all week. I have 3 rows done from the cast on edge. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm doing fine. Doing fine. I have my choose your own adventure sweater. Oh my God. Okay. This is why I need to behave. So I gotta wait for the socks. So I'm not casting the socks on until probably just before bed. Oh, Jude, start showing off right now. Tag me and go to town. I am not into the whole you have to wait till a specific day to drop the info. I only reason I didn't give the testers pictures is because I didn't want it to influence your guys' decisions because my first few are my answers from the quiz that I would have chosen on my own. So I didn't want that. I wanted variety and I didn't want the influence. Jude, you are free to post. Babe, go to town. You're good. You're good. I don't like that the whole keep it secret thing. I'm not into that. Okay. Okay. Work-wise. We're gonna finish the wood woes today. I gotta work on the twisted toadstool today. Should we aim to maybe have the twisted toadstool done by the end of the week? Like, should we do that? Now, remember, daylight savings time kicks in this coming Sunday, Sunday, March the 8th. I go from regular to daylight savings time. So it's spring. We lose an hour of sleep because we're springing ahead. So while personally, I will not notice the difference. I might be a touch grumpy because the furry dragon at my feet absolutely hates it when feeding times change. She's she's a toddler. She requires a schedule. Susanna, I mostly. Oh my God, what am I missing? Um, I only have I've got 3 Chowgu sock needles. I've got the one um that also I think it was also that sent me that was a different brand that they were okay, like they were fine, but they weren't Chowgu, and I love Chowgu. I don't use double pointed for socks. I find it's too easy for me to drop a stitch and then I have to rip the whole sock. So I am a magic looper. I am a magic looper. I do have small circular sock needles, which I have been known to use when I'm working on foots and stuff sometimes. There's a bunch of those came into my life a few years ago. Double pointed needles in this house are used as cable needles or to hold my hair up. That is the sometimes to stir the sugar in my tea. That is the only thing I use double pointed needles for. They live in a cup behind me, and that's it. That's what I use double pointed needles for. Like of course I could use more needles. That's not the point. The point is there's only so many hours in the day for crafting. Oh, good plan. Jude's got the name of it. I don't, yeah, I'm a magic loop girl all the way. It's totally fun. I'm also like hardcore toe up. Like Karen's knitting these real socks where it's I don't have black sock yarn, so I cannot make it. But it looks like an old cinematographic reel situation on the sides of the socks. And then you use a variegated color in the middle and oh oh, if I get my hands on some black sock yarn, that's happening. I can't see fingering weight yarn. Like I can't see it at all. So black colored irrelevant. I'm never seeing the stitches anyway. So I want to do that, but it's like a cuff down. So I'm just going to flip the pattern. I'll reverse the pattern and I will be doing it toe up because I prefer toe up. I will do cuff down under duress and only if absolutely necessary. And after seeing the Sock Madness warm-up sock pattern, I may purchase those. I might just actually purchase those because, oh my God, I think that's a really cute thing. But I don't do Sock Madness. We tried one year, we didn't like it, we're not going back. I also wouldn't do a black and white plaid situation. I would do a color one because that's who I am. But even even if I got more needles in my life, I have only so many hours in a day, and they're very maxed out right now. Very maxed out. Maxed out. So, work-wise, wood woes. If I cannot do 2 rows and a bind off in a week, something's gone very wrong for me. Twisted toadstool. I feel like we should maybe say the snood, the wood woes and my herringbone snood as the finishes for the week. Because it really shouldn't take me much more than maybe like 4 to 6 hours to get the snood finished at this point. I'm just doing the herringbone until it's long enough, right? The only thing that might slow me down for the snood is having to go find the brown alpaca, the secondary skein of brown alpaca in the apothecary somewhere. But we don't trip up too badly. That's feasible. I think we're just going to put mom's socks on the needles because I can just get started on that today. I can't cast on the green socks, the Borg socks, till tomorrow morning because I won't be collecting votes till the end of day today. And then I will have no, I will have Sunday's the 8th. So we will have 7 days, 7 casts on to talk about. I got to do the Choose Your Own Adventure sweater. Like, I need to get the split for the sleeves on that one. So I think that nothing's going to happen on Iskald this week. But what's going to be my simple, mindless thing? Should it be the warm hug or should I work on the blanket, the Battenberg blanket? Like, I'm going to need that simple fiddly pick up, put down a lot project that can't leave the house because it's awkward sized. Oh, would they work toe up? Karen's our experiment, or no, that's fine. I, I just because everybody's done the surface crochet there, Karen, doesn't mean I have to if I don't want to. Jen, are you doing Sock Madness? I know Karen's doing Sock Madness this year. You know, you're right, Sandy. Sometimes you don't. Uh, Susanna's looking to get rid of hers. That's fair. That's totally fair. Okay, we're gonna have 8 casts on. I'm not gonna count mom's. We're just gonna put mom's socks on the needles because it just could. So my brain's like, technically, I could work on the socks Tuesday. I have to take the dictator to her yearly vet appointment. So I'll have time, but I don't necessarily want to carry around my contrast color plus my sock yarn. So I think we'll work on mom's socks on Tuesday. But I can put them on the needles today. So we could do that. We could do that. Okay, okay, okay. We're working on a plan. Definitely need to finish the wood woes. Definitely need to finish the snood. Definitely need to work on the Choose Your Own Adventure sweater because oh my freaking God, I am so far behind. Those are the 3 primary ones. I would like to work on my twisted toadstool. I don't know if I get it finished, but I'd like to get some progress done on that. And I would absolutely love to get the crochet club project for this month onto my hooks. I think, oh, warm hug or Battenberg blanket. Really, that's the only question. Because like with 6 things, and I've got some space to fiddle around and wiggle with in the primary goals to just go, okay, yes, I want to work on it. No, I don't. I should work on the blanket, you think? You guys should work on the blanket? I mean, the blanket is like 70% done. Oh, I would do 3 colors per row. Because like if it's because if it's like surface crochet, Karen, or 3 colors, I would just do 3 colors in the row. That'd be fine. Oh, Susanna, it's good that you finished your scarf. Yeah. You guys getting stuff done? I just sit here and babble for like an hour solid. Hopefully you guys have been able to work on something or enjoy some tea. Some tea would be good. Yeah, if I cast on mom's socks this week, I can work on them while I'm taking the tiny dictator out for her yearly torture session. Because I will be seriously receiving the cut direct and in big trouble afterwards. However, we like the friend who comes and helps me take her to her vet appointment. She's known him her whole life. He's one of my exes. He comes into town and we go do it, and then we always end up taking a side trip to Pet Value for him to get snackies for his monsters because he's got, I think it's like 3 cats, 2 dogs. Him and his wife live on a farm outside of town. Like they got space. They can have this many pets. So we'll end up there. And we take the monster in with us because then she gets to tell other people of her woes and how rough her life is. So we'll do that and come home. She likes him. So fine. I'm the one in trouble every time we go to the yearly torture session. Never mind that he's how we get there, you know? Jude, good for getting the food prep done. That's what I'm thinking, right, Karen, with the blanket? And I want to give mom the blanket for her birthday. Now, my mom's birthday is in August, but I'm going up in June, which means I want to have it done and in the car for June. Visits to my mom's are very crammed. I still take 16 weeks worth of projects for a 4-day visit. That is still how my brain works, for I am a crafter and I overpack. I'm blaming it on the Girl Guide's motto of always being prepared. But if I have the blanket done to the point where all I'm doing is trying to find the last few ends to finish weaving them in because they've poked out while I've been going through the process, like that's where I want to be because crocheting a border on a blanket in June is torture. Even if you're in a place where there's air conditioning, it's torture for me because I fall asleep. It's warm, it's on my lip, it's comfy, it's huge. The cat's on a corner somewhere, naps happen. It's okay, yeah, we're gonna do some blanket work for a while. I do like the warm hug, but I want to get that blanket done. And if I keep puttering with it, it will get done. Oh, Jude, I'm so jealous you've done your food prep. So jealous. Blanket, says Tracy. Okay. All right. Blankets. Blanket votes. Okay. Blanket it is. God, Jude, do you want to come do my food prep? I really don't want to do it. It's not too much. Crispy some tofu. Make some tofu yogurt bowls for breakfasts for the next couple of days. Roast chickpeas. We all love a roasted chick. Well, okay, I love a roasted chickpea. Oh, nothing terrible. I have some tofu feta cheese to make. The hard part's over. It's marinated overnight. I just gotta grill the tofu now. It's fine. Uh, oh, meal preps. All right. I'm going to let you guys go. I hopefully I see you guys out and about on the internets in the wilds over the week. Can you believe we made it to 10 years, guys? 10 years. Oh, woof. Oh, my God. This this little on a whim thing. I did not think she'd get this far. All right. I'll post on the Instagrams. We'll post to YouTube. We'll post the YouTube community there for you, Jude. So you've got access to everything. And keep your ears peeled as I decide, because I do want to give back to the community this year. So we're gonna be doing some prizes and giveaways and stuff throughout the month. So keep the eyeballs out. However, until next Sunday, which daylight savings times will have kicked in, so please re-Google my start time. Will it still be noon Manitoba time for me? That's gonna change because I think it goes, Europe's already changed. I've got a buddy in Thailand. It's messed start times for gaming with him. Keep your eyes peeled. It is that time of year. The clocks are rolling forward. It's a big thing. It's a big thing. What is it? Ah. Karen, see you in 30 minutes. We'll see everybody in the crochet chat is coming to the crochet chat. And until next week, for everybody who is not, I'm Jocelyn. This is the Northern Knits Podcast. And no matter where your week takes you, don't forget to craft. I still don't know how to find the end button. Hang on. Bear with me. This is not what I want. No. I'm so terrible. Terrible. So not smooth. Worst.